one day, I think it was even that late summer, it was really misty, and there was this really intense green, and then above it this kind of silver grey, and it was so astonishing and so strong, and then I could not get away from that image. I was thinking, I do not want to be painting landscapes, I don't paint landscapes. And it would just go into this green on the bottom and silver on the top, and it just kept happening so much that I thought, okay, I'm going to go with it, I'm going to do it. But it can't have been just those colours, it was the whole atmosphere, the whole feeling of West Penwith, I think, is just unbelievable, extraordinary. I've done a lot of passemage, and what was important for me with these, it's just very experimental, you can't control it very much at all. The idea is that it's automatic and you allow whatever happens to happen. If it's truly automatic, which I might try now actually, you do it with your eyes closed. My eyes closed, I think. So that it's made with powdered charcoal and pastel, chalk pastel, floating on the top of the water, and then you can dip your paper in or skim over the top to pick up what's lying on the surface. I wanted, for some reason, this kind of strip along. At the moment, I'm not entirely sure what it is that's important to me about this work, but something is. And I have a sense that it is the positioning of it on the paper. Oh, yeah. Maybe not. There's one that I'm working on at the moment that needs a lot of resolving. So it's quite, well, maybe that's a good thing. It's quite ugly at the moment. It might remain ugly. And I think it needs loosening up a bit. That fear of not being good enough, well, it affects us all, doesn't it? But it really is a waste of time. For lots of us, there's this connection with, especially with drawing, I think, of, oh, I can't draw. I'm not good at drawing, and everybody can draw. Everybody can draw really exquisitely, really beautifully. Drawing with your non-dominant hand is really interesting, and even with eyes closed, and just allowing the body to make decisions is quite amazing. And as a starting point, and I always say to make 3 drawings because then you can look at the similarities between them, but working that way is a great starting point. You can really then stick your 3 drawings on the wall and start to perceive what's in there. And the act of looking and perceiving those drawings and then going and making new drawings starts that flow through between the unconscious and the conscious. My brother lives up there, so if I catch him, I can pretend I can see into his kitchen window. I can't quite. The connection between different elements seems to come through in lots of my painting. Having these two shapes. In that one there's two, in that one there's two. And sometimes they're separated, sometimes they're touching, linked together or connected by some either dots or lines. When you have a version of what it is to be an artist and you don't fit that version, you don't just give up and think it's not for me. Because anybody that you're reading about or has already done it. And there was, I can't remember which boxer it was, but there was a famous boxer, and he said, and I think it was his father had said to him, you do it the way that you can do it and that nobody else can do it. He said, don't do the things that other people can do, let them do that. Just focus on the things that only you can do.